We're coming up from the path now, from the waterfall. I followed the sign this time for a car park. And of course, I knew it'd bring me out this way, but I think the other way that doesn't send you the car park is actually easier to walk. But they want to bring you out by the cafe. But there's a wee bit of a garden, if I remember, round about here. So this must be the path that goes into it. So we'll take Luna around now for this wee bit. Oh, Luna! Luna was attacked by an Alsatian earlier on. Up! Luna! Luna up! Luna! 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 Fuck! Luna, get up here, will you? Get up! Luna! I'm fighting Luna! Fuck! I think along my system here, I think what's probably happened is the barn there, most big Alsatians don't get off leads. But because he was in the waterfall at the other side of the fence, he let his dog off. Before Luna went in, I seen him slipping. The rocks are slipping, he slipped in his arse. And then Luna runs into the waterfalls. That's what she does. She's straight under the fence into the waterfall. His big dog starts making his way over to Luna. That didn't bother me. But then it starts sniffing Luna's rear end. And I thought, Luna wasn't happy. And then I was shouting at Luna to come to me. I had a roar and all the rest, and his dog started snapping at Luna's rear end. Now, if an Alsatian wants to kill Luna, it could either just sit on her, you know. But the dog was curious, probably not used to getting that. It's not nice to all the moss and the wee stones. And snapping at her rear end, and Luna was trying to snap at it, but wasn't touching it. But anytime Luna gets into trouble, anytime any of my dogs get into trouble, it takes two to tango. If you get one of them out of the situation, there won't be a fight. And I was roaring at Luna to come to me. He was calling his dog, but his dog wasn't listening. But she's up there now. Whenever he apologised and all the rest, I says, no harm done. At the end of the day, if you walk a dog, my policy is, if a dog's off the lead, and the other dog's off the lead, you can't guarantee nothing's going to happen.
Total distance 3 miles. Total time 2 hours 31 minutes and 34 seconds. Split pace 59 minutes 47 seconds per mile.
You get some people saying that dogs as animals are not humans. Exactly. So 3 mile done now. That's maybe we've done. And there's more pluses than minuses. You've got a Wayne, your Wayne's going to get in a fight with another Wayne sometime or other. That doesn't mean you have to take him to court. It's just, they learn. And by the time your dog learns, you get another dog that's still learning. Maybe his dog's still learning. And maybe his dog might be attacked in 5 or 6 years' time. And that's the way it goes. There's the wee shelter down there. So there's a wee bit of a garden down here. And I'm on down to the wee garden. I don't think there's going to be much left of it now. Can't mind who done it with scouts or whatever, some school that built this here, probably back in the days of the White Enterprise Ulster. They were handing out grants, there was no jobs, and it's a bit like the famine times, these famine roads. So every time there's got large unemployment and antisocial behaviour, you make a wee donation to a tech or something or a school, and you get the wee buggers out and they lay a couple of flowers, and all instead of setting cars on fire, they now love the world. That's the principle behind it. But usually happens the next generation comes along, sets fire to what the first generation done. But in this case, it's still here. It's here right well now. Probably the ones that built this is long gone. So this cabin and surrounding area was designed, constructed, erected by Ballyclare Secondary School. Ballyclare is a right wee bit away from here, I think, in conjunction with the Forestry Division. 1975 to 1977. 1977, I remember that year. That was the golden, the Silver Jubilee. That was Silver Jubilee, and that was a primary school. And it was a way warm year that year. It was if I look back at 1977, I think sunshine. It was one of them, you get sunburn flying your wee kite and stuff. It was one of them years, and all the mugs were coming out, and every child in the United Kingdom got a coin worth 25p. Big money back in them days, like. And every Wayne got one. So that's there since 1977. She's lasted well. How often it's used is another thing. What would you use it for? If I had a wee table in here, you know what? If I had a wee table in here, it probably would have been gone ages ago. Ones would have put a barbecue on it. Do you know what, but See if it was lashing the rain. If it was lashing the rain, you wouldn't be here. But suppose back in 1977, you would have had schools coming out here and buses. And if it happened to rain in their day, they were here. There's enough here to hire a bus full of wains. That's the way they're thinking. Today, you've got cars turning up and the pen display machine's not even working. But back then, they came by the busload. So for that age, them timbers have lasted well there. The actual wood's touching the ground like. And it's lasted very well for 1977. How old is that? 70, 80, 90, 2000, 10, 20. Unbelievable that there. It should almost be 50 years old in a couple of years' time. She got a good value to that, didn't they? How many garden sheds would people not have put on their garden in the time that that's been there? You wouldn't get timber as good as that now. I'll tan these posts away in 10 years. So, I'm trying to think where the wee garden was. I think we go up, that's a boring lane there, so I think we go up this way and then there's a wee bit of a garden. There's nothing out to see now. But can you imagine the day they opened that up and the whole school down here? Aye. That was the day after school when they come down to see that. I was constructed too, so that's probably the woodwork department was down building that. Well, I'll tell you what, see the joinery? It's looking pretty good. I knew it was somebody done it. Even now nails are still holding. It's just a brilliant job there. But it cost big money in this day. Now the forestry would have paid for it. And the forestry probably built 80% of it. And the wee wains just lift the piece of wood over. That's probably what happened in reality. But either way, see, shingles on the roof. That's the Americans use shingles. A wee bit of rot down the fascia board. But then there's no gutter in the back. And that's why that's rotted. But she has lasted well. Oh, they put that bramble there, the blackberries here at the right time of year. So lots of wee bulbs planted over there. That's the way we came in. We're doing this arse about face like, but there's no proper way of doing anything. As long as you get the experience. Doing it is taking a shortcut. So ones were telling me the car park's free today, the meter's not going, and that's why you need your wee man at the gate. The meter's never going. I bought a pass one year, and everywhere I was going was free anyway. It annoyed me. One year I bought a car park pass, and then they got on these new machines, and as soon as they got the new machines on, they handed all the forest parks over to the councils, and then the councils like Glen didn't use them. What a waste that was. And the last time I paid for here was before COVID, and you can pay with your credit card wouldn't work, so I had to ring up. I'm honest, if I'm parking in here I'll pay. So I rang them up and I paid over the phone using my credit card, but that's alright, I paid, but I had no ticket. And then I was lying in the caravan in the back, forestry boy comes, he was checking for tickets and all. At the time I rang up, now he has my registration, he could check, but that's a lot of man hours wasted there, like. You know, if I'd rather have someone in an office answering a phone and somebody ringing, put a wee man on the gate. That's all you need and you get the money of everybody. And everybody feels welcomed. You wouldn't get hard putting a pen display machine at the main entrance. They have a wee man with a bowler hat and he welcomes everybody. Not that I've ever been to Harrods. Well, no rampaging now. So I'm going to make my way to the toilets up here and use some of the facilities. Everybody else is using them for free. I'm sort of finished here now. I'll check how many caravans there's on the caravan site. And the thing is now, if you're in the caravan site, you feel happier if there was an employee here. You think if they could make this like a wee base, where they could keep staff here all the time, a bit like Gosford used to be. I suppose they have no staff. I reckon the only way around is to privatise it. You get boys working minimum wage then, and no pensions. And it's not to say they do a worse job. I've had a wee job working here now, minimum wage, and I was going around here and I seen a log down, I'd move it. The wee cafe's closed today, like, but see if this, I think the cafe should be, I don't know, people pay to come into the park and pay for a cafe, you're paying twice. And it's very hard to keep one open in business, I reckon. Near handy if you're near the main road for passing trade. Or I would say they give 1 hour free parking. So 1 hour free parking, you could pop under the cafe and then they would do more trade, and then once they're here, you know, we'll stay a wee bit longer. I think they just go to pen display machines. £1 an hour, like everywhere else. If you stay all day, then charge a £5 or £6 for all day. People use their phones now, don't they, like, pay and display. So that's probably wee leaflets in there. Is that their letterbox? That's their letterbox. That's the leaflets. There's a wee cap. I hate them tablecloths. But they're trying the best with the wee flowers. Lena! I wouldn't fancy big long benches like that there. Lena! Now they are saying tea house. I don't know if you get chips in there. They used to do wee frozen stuff for pups. I went in to buy a willow one time. There's none left. Lena! She's doing my head in now. Come on, no going through the brambles. You have to calm down now. Why not put you on the lead here now, pet? Check out these facilities, see if the toilets is open. Doesn't really matter if they are or not, because I'm heading down to the coast again anyway. There are toilets down there, Lena. No caravan with me today. That's in the caravan park. That's a girl. That lead's getting clogged up with sand. Glens is a lovely wee forest park. It's near home, but it's way awkward to get there. Oh, it's terrible roads no matter. Unless you're going there from Mama, it's terrible roads all right. That place there's open there. That's your wee it's the wee displays and all in there. So that's still open there if you want to take a wee look. Stuffed animals, that kind of stuff. Let's twist the lead. So what I would do sometimes if I'm here, it's not busy now. I would go into the stable towers and take her with me. Make sure nobody steals her. Come on now, Lena. Come on in, pet. There is washing a wee paw. Just getting I changed the battery here. Come on now. Hope your wee paw's not hurt. All that jumping you're doing. So that's about all it's here. Got one of them wee machines here. You have the phone number. You'll be dead by the time the forestry boy comes to get it out to you. That wee water tap over there, but if the toilets is open, you won't be needing it. I'll let you off here now. Pen display machine is just at the corner of the car park. There's the caravan park in front now. That is a brilliant caravan park. It's the dearest caravan park they have, but forestry caravan parks are cheaper anyway. So if you've got a disabled way in, they have a proper disabled shower room. And then everybody else has, you still got your male and females toilets and showers, but each section has, if you're going to the shower in the male part, you have your own door. So you're not just in a cubicle with everybody else, you've got your own wee room, where it's got its own hairdryer and all, and a wee seat, and it's nicely done up, so it was. Lena! Lena! It's too close, must see a dog. Lena! Mum! Lena! Any wee dogs up there being leads, so I don't want her harassing them. Wee play place for wee tiny wins, nothing for big wins. But the caravans are pretty close together. Easy to level off and stuff, but no room for wee dogs to run around on the site. Wouldn't be that big. Well, I suppose you bring them out here and let them have the lead. Electronic barriers on it. So at night time you swish your wee card or put on a PAN number. It's a nice wee building, like lay empty for years. They built it and it lay empty for years. There's a pay machine down here. Because people want to see it. Well, there's a wee viewing. I don't ever mind that there. It must have been there, but it was stones, it was tarmac now. So you used to be able to use a credit card with this machine, but since the time I came, the credit card wouldn't work. Once I said now the machine's not working at all. What a wee shelter and all for the pay machine. That wasn't there the last time. That's the kind of thing you'd probably get broke or graffiti on it. Maybe the rain, because it's so exposed, was damaging the machine. And probably the shelter's more for the machine. It's totally dead today. Totally dead. Oh no, it's not. Not in use. Seems such a waste of money. So there's your contactless payment, your credit card. Sorry, coins only, please. But it's not in use. It was not cost to put all that in. This wee shelter here, you'd probably pay £1,000 or more for that shelter. They're not cheap. So we're out, but I like walking around the wee walkway. If I had the caravan with me, it's a nice place to bring the caravan. See how the sun shines in here? It's nice lying in the caravan in the heat. So if I had the caravan, I brought the caravan. If I wasn't in two of the trees, if I was in two of the trees here in the caravan, I brought in the site. But I would have parked the caravan over on the far side of the car park. At everybody's way. So there's the view now. Do you know what? It is quite a good view, you know. You had to give it to them, but once them trees grow there, you're not going to see nothing. It's not much of a view to look at. It's plain hills. But everybody likes a wee view. It's easy to get there. You can maybe push a wheelchair up there if you're strong enough. So it's been here a while. So I reckon it's been tired. So we'll start walking out again the way we came in, innit? I say all these people coming here missing it. Where are we now? Where would that wee circular path be? Rainbow Trail, so that's all closed off now. We done that there today, it's just closed off. Black and red. That one's cold now, boys. That one is cold. So no, it doesn't show no path this side, unless it's way down there. The black one's a wide long way to go. If you want to do a circular route. Oh, we'll go down this way, innit? And where's up my top again, innit? That day's changing, eh? The day mightn't be changing, it's just if we were down in the shelter. When we came in, the one would have been on our back. That's a cold one, cold one. We microclimate down in there. That's why we're seeing the butterflies. The butterflies are down below, they wouldn't survive up here. I'm just looking here, that's the wee disused path on the other side. And I think it led to toilets, but look at the waterfall. Nobody sees these waterfalls no more. So there's lots and lots of waterfalls that's been missed now. So that path being closed. The road's just up above. And the wee path is just down there, the fence has collapsed and you see the big landslide there as well. So what around along the edge. So the thing is now, where did it come out? The original campsite's up on the main road. So I'm going to check now, try and see if I can find the original entrance onto that. I'd love to get down the other side, take a look at the old building, see if there's toilets. Curiosity. And what I thought was the men's toilets would be the women's. The men would have 2 toilet bowls, the women would have about 4 or 5, and then the men would have the urinals. Bearing in mind, most men would probably piss in the head before they got there anyway, unlike the women. I think it's the toilets now over there. Bearing in mind when the Giant's Causeway first opened, I had a wee building built by the architect who built the station in Portrush, and now that I've seen the path and all closed off, and make it the path, that's right next to the footpath. And this wee building that was originally here, we presume it's in where it is, but you imagine if you're on a horse and cart, would you come in all this road? Or would you have it up here? And that's the start of your journey. Today people miss out on that. So I would say that that's the men's over the left hand side, one toilet bowl, and then you would have your Reynolds. And that's the women's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toilet bowls in the women's. There's a wee bit of a, I don't know what that wee yacht called. That's the main entrance. That's where I make it in the camera. The wee Z, they would have come in like a wee Z shape, the men into the toilets. The Reynolds would probably be in that far wall there. The sinks under the windows. Toilet bowl. And I would say the fact that they're overlapping the water, I would say originally the shit and the piss went straight into the water. Now where they got the water to flush it from, maybe that wee pipe come from elsewhere, but I would say originally, you can see there's pipes underneath to take the sewage away, but I would say the fact that it's overlapping the water, it could be just short of space, but I would say the fact that overlapping the water, the piss and the shit would have just fell straight into the water instead of putting them in sewers. And you have all the air bricks along the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each toilet bowl had 2 air bricks, one each corner. We red clay air bricks. I sort of gives you an idea of the number of people who came to visit. And I reckon that was the entrance there. You came in there. You come here, wherever you come here, and you go to the toilet first, and then you do your journey down. So that would have been the original walkway before people got cars and they built this. That's my guess. So I wonder where the actual entrance was. Although the path's away, there's the road, there's the toilets. It can't be too far away from the original entrance. Now the river could be wider and the original entrance could be gone. But if we cross a stream now, we can walk down there. There's no sign of a path on this side now, but I would just like to walk down to that building. Curiosity. There's a fence there, so you can't go beyond that fence. It's very, very, very steep banking out there. See, I'm just nosy, you see. I'm as bad as Luna. Fucking Luna's looking at a wee bird, and I'm looking at the architecture. The two of us are staring into the water. That land over there is private, it's a field. I thought it was all open to this, it's not. So it's private land now, you've no way in it. You can actually see that old building just in the distance there. So there's still nowhere here where you put a big building, is there, like for a tea shop or nothing like that? It's hard to know. There's no sign of a bridge crossing that wee stream to get the ones from that side over to this side. There's no, you think there was some sign. You've got them cottages over there. Would that have been the original entrance? Would you pay the wee man over there at the end? I don't know. But there's nothing really to make out of footpath or nothing like that. You'd think it would be easy seen. So the wee towers just come and then everything stops. Don't know, Lena, don't know. The entrance sign there, Glenariff Waterfall and Forest Park. And straight opposite there, not the farm gate, but on up that lane a bit, is the actual gate that goes up to 2 of the trees. And there's a wee bit of a monument thing there, whatever that was for. With a wee plaque, no plaque on it now. So there's wee red squirrels here, boys. I'm telling you to slow down for red squirrels. Well, we're heading down to the car now. And I think we'll go on now to Christian Doll. We'll stop at the wee car park, I'll get the chips on, and then we'll have a wee afternoon walk. Christian Doll's got quite a lot of walks in it. We've got the beach and the forest and the woods.